It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here on Thursday, August 1st, 2024. We finally made it to August. I'm really happy with where we're at. Beginning August, I feel like the whole field is full of grass, and we're just going to do just fine with all this grass. Of course, I'm looking at goat weed here, but in between the goat weed, there's plenty of grass. And I think this is the point where I'm going to put up a wire to keep the cows from going back and grazing where they've already been. The issue is I got some cows that haven't crossed the wire yet, so I'm going to go urge them to do so. When I left the house, it was 93 degrees with 44% humidity, according to my little thermometer. You know, I don't know, 10 bucks, 15 bucks I paid for it. And we have a breeze blowing from the south. So, you know, those of you that are in the desert and you get like 90-degree temperatures with like 15% humidity, it's probably hard for you to imagine what 40% humidity is like. Let's just say that I'm sweating. Even though I'm not, I wouldn't say I'm hot. I'm not going to run a marathon right now. Let's go, guys. Come on. Come on. Such a good cow. Come on, let's go. And the breeze is cool. It actually feels really nice. I'm dressed from head to toe. Long sleeve shirt. It's a very thin cotton shirt. Blue pants, leather cowboy boots. And I got my hat on. As you can see in the shadow, there's a big hat. You know, that's the closest you're going to get to a face reveal. So I'm quite comfortable and cool. I brought some extra drinks with me in a little cooler with some frozen or ice bottles that I use to keep the drinks cool. You know, just I found drinking too much water is not good for you. You need those they call them electrolytes. It's salt. Basically, it's just salt. And if you drink too much water, your body gets sore. And you know, I was working in the field, coming home, drinking a bunch of water, and at nighttime my body was just sore, like I had a big workout or something, and I was craving salty foods, you know, and that's just not good. So I started drinking Powerade, Diet Powerade, because sugar is not good for me. So come on, number 44. You're beautiful. You're a big guy. My goodness, you're a big guy. You're very handsome. Might be one of the steer I keep. I want to keep one or two steer to keep the bull company while he's not on the cows for 10 months out of the year. So, yeah, I think that's all of them. If I miss one, I'll find out pretty quick when I come back this evening. So I'll just run this wire, just seal off this row, and then they'll be forced to get their water from down there at the end of the lane. And it looks like, I don't know how many more moves I have. Probably 5 or 6 more moves. So we'll be out of here in a couple more days, probably early next week. Onto the next row, and I think the next row has some trees. Yeah, the next row has some more trees. So, you might be concerned about the animal's health without shade, but as you can see, these cows are in the sun, and I don't see any of them huffing or puffing. If it's much hotter than this, if it's like a 98 up to the hundreds, I'd probably move them to the woods, get them some shelter. We are going to reach temperatures like that in a couple weeks, but by then we'll be grazing in those trees, and I'll just give them access to the trees at all times, and they're going to overgraze that grass under the trees, and it's not going to grow back until, you know, spring. But that's what they're there for. So, you know, just look at all this grass. This is fantastic. I'm excited. This is probably the worst part of the pasture of this row with all the goat weed. And you can tell there's a lot of traffic going through here. They pretty much destroyed the grass here. If this is what it looks like after I grazed an area, I would definitely give them way more ground, if twice as much, if not 4 times as much. But this is where they're going to get their food. And you can see some of the patties. Let's see, they came in here Monday evening, I think. Some of the patties are completely gone. The bugs have just torn them to bits, extracted all the juices from them, and turned it to soil. So good times. I'm super excited. I think the cows look happy. I think this is a pretty good grazing density altogether. So, hey 48, you coming to say hi again? How you doing, little buddy? Hey, you're a good little cow. I used to, when I was a kid, my dad told me that the way to get strong was to pick up a calf every day. And, you know, in about a year, you'll be picking up 600 pounds. 900 pounds, something like that. So I'm looking at the left side. You can see this cow here. This one here is totally full already. Before she even moved over here. Number 20's full. Number 20 bags look pretty good. This one actually behind number 20, she has pretty decent bags. I think she's, yeah, she's one of the cows that was born in 21. So she gave birth like when she was 30 months old, almost 3 years old. So she shouldn't have any problems. Look at this Charolais, how round she is. Number 24, of course, can't put on any weight no matter what she does. So I was thinking a little bit about this. I want to replace all of the cows with the heifers as soon as possible. And what that means is, so come April, we're going to get, depending on how many cows I keep, let's say I keep 18 cows. So half of them will be heifers. So I'll get 9 heifers, right? Assuming everything goes right. There's a chance I won't get anything, or I'll get way lower than I wanted. In which case I go back to the drawing board and figure out what I did wrong. Probably the bull's fault. But anyway, so I get 9 heifers, right? And then I keep basically the top 7 of those, 9 heifers. And then they can't breed back the next year, but they will breed back the year after that. And so we're looking at 2027 when I get calves that are 3/4 South Pole. Now, hopefully, when 2027 rolls around, I'll be keeping all the heifers and getting rid of cows. So by that time, all of the cows will be half South Pole. Maybe a good 3/4 of them will be half South Pole. And then 2 more years after that, then I'll start getting 7/8 South Pole and stuff like that. So, it's going to take a while to get it all adjusted. But one of the things that I need to do is keep that initial number of calves high. And so I probably won't get rid of as many cows as I thought the first year. Because I will be getting rid of lots and lots more as we go to subsequent years to replace them with the heifers that are growing up. So that's kind of my plan. And I'm keeping my eyes open for any herd that's available for sale. If there's a guy out there with 10 South Pole or near South Pole cows, somewhere near my climate, right, then I would probably jump on that offer. I don't know how much I'm willing to pay for them, but certainly just regular cows nowadays are worth a lot more than they were a couple of years ago. So maybe we'll be looking at selling out to $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 to get a herd of cows. But I'll be selling the cows at the same time, so it's like I'm just trading used vehicles for used cars, So it's probably going to be a wash in terms of money. But I do want to get those South Pole genetics sooner rather than later. That's where I'm at, guys. One note, I've been complaining about their wonderful manure. Complaining is the wrong word. I've been noticing their wonderful manure. They've been out of minerals at least since they got back. And so that was Monday. And I've kept forgetting to get more minerals. Probably today or tomorrow I have to go out and get the minerals from the co-op. So they have been without minerals for about 3 weeks. About 3 weeks now, let's say. So that could explain why their manure is so runny. Once I get them the minerals, their manure should stabilize some. If it was hard, I give them minerals, and their manure softens up. And if the manure is too soft and I give them minerals, it tends to firm up a little bit. So that's where I'm at. All right, guys, have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.